It's very important to understand how you speak about and to others in Spanish. You'll be using this all the time and hear these words all the time. And understanding these words and when to use these words is key to understanding the language in all circumstances. Subject pronouns help us to replace proper nouns, like names. They exist in both English and Spanish. They help us to keep from repeating the same name or group of names over and over again. Subject pronouns in Spanish also help us to talk to people and talk about people. For example, it's a lot easier to replace a name with the subject pronoun he. Take Fido over here in the picture. It's a lot easier to say he when we're talking about Fido the dog than Fido, 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 over and over and over and over again. Here are the subject pronouns we've learned in Spanish. Yo for I, tú or you, familiar, someone that you know. Él for he, ella for she, usted for someone formal like a boss or someone you've just met, or a stranger you're talking to on the street. Nosotros for we, ellos for they, and ustedes for you all. Let's practice a little bit, shall we? We have Boomer the dog in the picture on the left. How would we talk to Boomer? Think about it for 5 seconds. To talk to Boomer, we would say tú in Spanish. The reason being is we definitely wouldn't be formal with our dog. We know our dog pretty well. Also, the dog has a pet, so it's very familiar. So we would say tú. Here's another example. How do we talk about Boomer? Not talk to, but talk about him. Let's say Boomer had a great day at the park. How do we talk about what Boomer did at the park? Let's think about it for 5 seconds. Talk about Boomer's day at the park, we would say él. The reason why we would say él instead of tú is because we're not talking to Boomer, we're talking about him. We would say he had a great day at the park. He played with a stick. He met a bunch of other adorable puppies at the dog park. That is why we would use él for he. Now, in a little bit different circumstances, we don't know the person very well, or the relationship we have with the person is a more formal, serious one. So in this case, how do we talk to the doctor? Think about it for 5 seconds. If you said usted, great job. We say usted because it does mean you, but it's used in Spanish to mean a you in a more formal, respectful tone. So we would definitely say usted. Now, in another example, how would we talk about the doctor? How would it be different? We know it can't be usted, so how would we talk about the doctor? Think about it for 5 seconds. In this particular case, we would talk about the doctor using the subject pronoun ella. We would say ella or she because we're talking about what she did and not directly to her. Now let's talk about a group of friends, a group that we're familiar with, a group that would not be considered singular but plural, greater than one person. How do we talk to our group of friends? Let's take 5 seconds and think about it. To talk to our group of friends, we would say ustedes, or you all. Now let's try one more example. How would we talk about our group of friends? Let's say our group of friends had a great soccer game and we want to talk about how wonderful they did. How do we talk about them in Spanish? Let's think about it for 5 seconds. To talk about our friends and their soccer game, we would say ellos for they. Since we're talking about them and their activities and not talking to them directly about the activities, it is the correct answer to say ellos or they. That concludes this brief review of subject pronouns in Spanish. Remember, they are used to replace nouns, and they also help us to talk to and about others. Keep practicing, practicing, practicing. Que tenga un buen día. Have a wonderful day.